I got that
What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, but for today, you can call me Elite 4 Matt. I am bringing you guys a very, very exciting piece of news. It is the fact that the Ocean will be having its first ever Gym Leader Challenge. This challenge is a ton of fun, and if you guys don't know what the Ocean is, then you guys haven't gone down the description, checked out my Discord server yet. This server has a ton of awesome things. It has the Ocean League that just finished Season 2. Season 3 will only be starting when Sword and Shield come out, but at the same time, we have this going on to kind of make things a little bit more fun while we wait for Season 3 to go down. We got tons of other things, like if you need help with some labbing, we have people who are available to help there. We have people who are available to help with draft advice or whatever the case may be, and it's just an awesome place to be that you guys really want to check out. But that's not what you're here for. You're here for the Gym Leader Challenge. The Gym Leader Challenge is an awesome thing that the APA did, I believe it was in December maybe, I could be wrong, might have been in January, but it was a ton of fun. I was a gym leader for that, and basically the way it worked was we had a ton of challengers that went out and tried to pick up 8 gym badges across the APA region. And you have to collect 8 gym badges against 18 different gym leaders. There are 18 different gym leaders because there's 18 different types, obviously. So with the introduction of Fairy, now there's 18. But you basically have to collect 8 gym badges, and the difference between this and the APAs is that the gym leaders, once you beat them, once you beat 8 of them at least, you'll get the opportunity to challenge the Elite 4. And the Elite 4 comprises of me and 3 other awesome people that are going to be able to really test your ability and skills in this specific format of Draft League. It's going to be a ton of fun, and if you guys want to join it, then make sure you stick around and check out the rest of this video, because I'm going to explain how you can make sure that you join this league, or join this series or challenge. So first thing you gotta do, go down in the description. The first link there, it's gonna be the very top thing of the description. Make sure to check it out. It is the link to this gym challenge sheet. Basically, it's gonna allow you to fill out this form, which will give me all the information that I need to know to make sure that I have you registered for the gym challenge. So you click that link, perfect, you're at this sheet. First thing I want you to do is I want you to make sure that you're in the Discord server, okay? You can click on one of these 2 links, this link over here, or this link over here. They will direct you to the Discord server where you can join. Once you do that, make sure to start filling out the information. But before you do, please look at the rules. I'm gonna go over them now, just quickly, just kind of at a really, I guess, like a bare bones way. I'm just gonna quickly skim over them, and then you guys can see in the server more in depth the rules and ask questions. Because again, I can't really go too in depth in this video. But here are the rules. First things first, you need to select a team of 6 Pokemon made up of 1 Pokemon from each of the following tiers: a Mega, a Tier 1, a Tier 2, a Tier 3, a Tier 4, and a Tier 5. I'll show you the tier list in a second when we get down to when you select your Pokemon. Second, you can only use a Z Crystal if you have defeated the gym for that crystal's type. So for example, if you want the Fire Z Crystal, you cannot get the Fire Z Crystal unless you defeat the Fire Gym. If you lose to the Fire Gym, tough, you can't battle them again. You can only battle each gym leader once. Also, if you decide, I'm gonna challenge all 18 gym leaders because I want all 18 Z Crystals, well, you only get access to the 8 Z Crystals that you win first. So if you beat the Fire, Water, Grass, Bug, Flying, Psychic, Fighting, and Steel gyms first, then you get those Z Crystals. But if you then battle, I guess, the Ghost gym after that, and you want the Ghost Team Z, you already have 8, so you can't use any more than that. Next up, the next rule is very important. Please do not ghost. If you ghost in any way, so if you tell someone what they should, what a gym leader is bringing, if you tell them what, I don't know, what a gym leader brought against, I don't know, what was it? What a gym leader is bringing, or what they should do in a game, whether it's in public or in private, and we find out, you're gone. 100%. I do not want to have any of that in the server. It makes it unfair for everyone else. I want to make sure that everyone can have a good time, so none of that, it's cheating. I do not want to have it. All right? Next up, you guys must be in the Discord server. Again, there's 2 links right here on this first page, so make sure to check it out. First things first, we're going to do, fill out this sheet. So, oh, I forgot to mention, the gym leaders, they have monotype, by the way. So the Fire Gym has to use only Fire-type Pokemon, and they can only use the Fire Z Crystal. Very, very important, because you want to make sure that you're prepping for what you know, for what you know could come. But you'll see the potential rosters of each of the gyms once you get the role of the challenger, which will be out a bit later. So first question you got to answer is, what is your name, or what should we call you? My name is Matt O'Shea, but you guys can call me Matt, so I'm just going to type in Matt here. What is your Discord ID? Mine is right here, Matt O'Shea, hashtag 0001. It's not my real Discord ID, but it's good enough. Anyways, so you make sure you put that in there, make sure to put the proper one in, don't put the ad in front, it makes it kind of annoying. I'm just gonna be able to use this to find you, make sure to put it on the doc so we know who exactly is challenging who. Next up, are you in the Discord server? This is the link to the Discord server, make sure to click it and join if you haven't already, and click yes. If you are not in the Discord server, or if you click no, bye-bye to your application, it's not gonna be there. Next question is, do you understand that if you do not properly submit your application, that we reserve the right to discard it? If you guys click no on this, then we're discarding it, we're tossing it out. You need to make sure that you know that if you do not answer this stuff properly, then you're going to be unable to participate in the challenge. So click on yes. Next thing, this challenge will start on Sunday, April 21st, a week from when I'm uploading this. You need to make sure that if you're in the server beforehand, you do not leave it. If you leave it, your application goes goodbye and we won't be allowing you to participate in this season, even if you apply. And if you apply under a different name, I'm gonna make sure that I find out who did that. I'm gonna make sure that they don't participate as well. Well, one person applying, no alts, just make sure it's you. So click, I won't leave the server. Now we get to the fun stuff. Here is the doc. I'm going to go into OBS and I'm going to make this visible. There we go. So this is the doc that we have right now. You have a Mega, a Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, and Tier 5. And you could potentially see there are some Pokemon that are missing from these tiers. Yeah, there's no Mega Lopunny, there's no Mega Medicham, there's no Mega Diancie, there's no Mega Mawile, Mega Kangaskhan, there's no legendary Pokemon either. No Latios, no Latias, no Manaphy, no Silvally, no Type Null, like no Tapu Koko, no nothing. Because if you're traveling through a region in a Pokemon game, how often do you say, you know what, the standard trainer, there's 150 different trainers, let's just say in this mini world of Pokemon. 150 of them. Do you think all 150 are gonna have a legendary Pokemon? No. So you gotta use a Pokemon that is just readily available to you in the wild or that you can get relatively easily of. There's not like one or two or whatever of, okay? You gotta make sure that's easy enough to find. So that's why we have this. So tier 1 is right here. It's kind of an interesting tier. There's a couple things that I think should be tier 2, but at the same time, I don't know the format as well as I would like. So we decided to keep it very similar to how the APA had their tiers. We only made a very few amount of changes. So make sure to select one Mega, one Tier 1, one Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, and Tier 5. And these 6 Pokemon that you're going to use are the 6 Pokemon you're going to use throughout the entire challenge. No changes. It's going to be that, and that's it. So let's get back to the application. So first thing you're going to ask is, what is your Mega Pokemon? And you got to remember, it's first turn Mega. So if you want to have, let's say, I don't know, Mega Alakazam, for example, and you send it in, and it wouldn't take rocks damage because of Magic Guard, and let's say it gets burnt by Scald or something, or it gets hit with a Toxic, whatever, and it's at 1 HP. You have to Mega Evolve, and it will unfortunately go down to that damage, unless your opponent obviously has Magic Guard to avoid being, to avoid being hit because of Trace. But you know what I mean. Just make sure that you Mega Evolve first turn. So I use Mega Alakazam as an example, so I'll use Mega Alakazam right here. Mega Alakazam. And please spell it right. Use Mega, use the actual word at the end. It makes things easier for me to get data and stuff, so I don't have to like go through all the apps and say, oh, this person put M Alakazam, just put Alakazam. Put the entire name. Tier 1. Looking at it, Alakazam really appreciates, I guess, some U-turn, some slow U-turn to be able to get in and out. So I'm going to put in Scizor. I think that'd be a really cool Pokemon to pair with it. Scizor is pretty weak to fire types. Hidden Power Fire is going to be pretty common that people run, so I'm going to try and get something that is resistant to fire. Maybe that really helps. Maybe something that's 4 times resistant to fire might be really, really useful. You know what? What can I use here? You know what? There's Pelipper. I can just say I'm going to go full rain and go Pelipper. Then I can say, you know what? I think Kingdra is over here as well, so I can put in Kingdra. I'm going to try and find that. Is that in? Yep, Kingdra is tier 3, so why not? We have a bit of a rain team going on. Tier 4, I'm going to say, I like the idea of Ditto. Ditto's always been a fun Pokemon for me to use, so I'm going to put that there. And then tier 5, you know what? I know Bibarel's kind of whatever, so I'm just going to put Bibarel as an example, but just why not? So the first 3 were first 4 at least, were kind of a serious-ish type thing with a bit of thought into it, but the last 2 are kind of just like whatever picks. So yeah, this would be my team for the entire tournament, the entire challenge. So against all 18 gym leaders that I challenge, or whichever ones I do challenge against the Elite 4, if I do end up making it there, these are the 6 Pokemon that I have to use every single week. I can change their moves, I can change their items, but that's pretty much it. EVs as well can be changed and IVs too. So yeah. Next up, I need you guys to understand that if you have any questions, it's better to ask than to just act. So please make sure to ask anytime. There's tons of people in the server that will be willing to help you out. It's an amazing community that people would really, really be willing to just help anyone who's new, especially if you're new to Draft League. This is still a really good way to kind of get into it. Join a community that's really friendly and really make sure that it helps people kind of become the best versions of themselves in this community. And I really pride myself on having an awesome community in this server. So ask questions if you need to. Next, if you are rude or toxic or cause problems of any kind, I don't care. I will be banning you. You will not be participating. I do not want to have anyone that's going to be causing problems in my server. I want to make sure that this server stays as wholesome as possible because there are tons of people here who I love and have become really close friends with, and I want to make sure that they and everyone else who is being respectful of the rules has a really good time. So please, this is very serious. Do not be rude, toxic, or cause problems. Next up, you will get a challenger's role eventually. I don't have it available right now. I'm still working out a few different things to make sure it's 100% ready, but make sure that when I make the announcement for it, if you did not get it, just let me know. Don't like at everyone to say, hey, I don't have the challenger's role. Someone will give it to you and you'll have it and you'll be available to play in the challenge. But again, remember, challenge doesn't start until Sunday, the 21st. So don't go around adding gym leaders or whatever. Next up, feel free to share the app to others. I want to make sure as many people as possible can join this challenge. It's really a ton of fun, and we are taking it like a step further with the Elite Four. And I really want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to have to build some new relationships, build some new friendships, and I mean that's what it's all about. We're all on this Discord community, this Pokemon community, and I think we all have tons of similarities in terms of things we like. We obviously all like Pokemon, so I think that'd be a lot of fun to make sure we make this as big as possible and make sure that as many people as possible can enjoy this. So click OK there. Now the last thing, I forgot to mention it, but the way it's going to work for the challenges is you're going to have to wait until a gym leader says, hey, I'm open. The gym leader will at all the challengers and say, the gym for, let's say, Fire is open for the next 2 hours, let's say. Then you guys will message in the chat, in the scheduling chat, saying, hey, I would like to challenge you. When are you free to play in this like 2-hour bubble? If you're the first one there, they'll challenge you first, or you'll play them first. They'll build a team for your team, you'll build a team for their team, and then it'll continue on. And if you win, awesome, you get the badge and the Z Crystal. If you lose, well, no badge, no Z Crystal. Try again against another gym leader. So yeah, just don't add the gym leaders. Do not DM them, all right? Unless they say, hey, yeah, I can like DM me, it's fine. There are some that say it's okay, others that say no. So just make sure that you know who you are talking to. So yeah, that's it guys. If you guys are excited for this, make sure to leave a like on the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. But guys, more important than that, share this video. Make sure that it gets out to as many people as possible. They can join the server and make sure that they can participate in this Ocean Gym challenge. Anyways guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you guys have a good time and best of luck. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you all next time.